Mark Allen to it.
See, it is tough to get that white round and not leave this half chance on. It really is a tough shot on these tables at the moment.
Yeah, the only thing I would say about that, Dennis, is do you want to leave Neil Robertson this at the moment? Because Mark's been getting in off Robertson's long game, which hasn't been at all sharp. So one of those instances where, do you want to leave it to him?
Well, now he's 4-3 in front. Let's see if he can get a bit closer to a long pot. Well, if he gets away with this, he's rather fortunate. He's knocked the black safe. He hasn't left an easy chance for Mark Allen. He's been rather fortunate there, because once you take that shot on and you miss it, it's so easy to leave quite a few on.
Really well played. You could just play it very thin, snick off the other red. And under the circumstances, 4-3 behind. That was beautifully played.
I'll tell you what he has got. He's got a great temperament, Mark Allen. I think he proved that against Judd Trump in the UK final, the way he came back.
6.
And it's one of the key elements in the game of snooker, John, having a good temperament.
Very, very important. It's a very complex recipe to be a top-class snooker player. You need everything: skill, ability, determination and temperament, as you mentioned, Dennis. And he's got the lot, Mark Allen. Well, I think he's all right. He may have played that one for
12.
The red in the opposite middle there, but he should be okay. And if he can just screw back a little here, the pink's available.
13.
You mentioned earlier the quarter-final clash last year in the Masters, 6-4. It was Mark Allen who won on that occasion. That was at the Wembley Arena.
19.
In the new venue now at the Alexander Palace, which is proving to be a terrific success. And there it is, and the crowds have been superb over the first 3 days.
20.
That kicked.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that kicked that badly. That was nearly another push shot. It wasn't, of course, but it could have been, because the cue ball, once it made contact, he stopped straight away.
That was very delicate, that.
26.
Without the kick, it would just have been a straightforward positional shot, but he played that well.
27.
He's finished at an angle on the pink, but he might be forced into playing a cannon onto these reds here, and sometimes it can go wrong. You know, there's a few more reds available, but he's left himself awkward on the pink. When things are going well for you, you get down, you pop the pink, you play the cannon, and it always seems to work out nicely for you. You know that sometimes it just runs a little awkward. Let's see what happens here. Played it beautifully.
Yes, initially, Dennis, I didn't think that cannon was on. I thought he might have contacted the other red, but the fact it was made that shot a little easier, but he still played it really well.
34. 40.
I think this might be the only red that's available. He's having a look at something in the little bunch of reds there. They're all covering each other somewhat, but let's have a look. Does that one maybe pass into the pocket? He's looking, you know, a few shots ahead.
41.
Just double check again to see if it will go into, if not that pocket, maybe the other corner pocket, but it looks as if it'll go there. And it goes in the right corner as well. Maybe there's a bit more room into the right corner pocket.
I have to say that that's a bunch of reds that
46.
is really nice to go into off the pink as well. The way they're formed at the back, if you can play a little cannon in there, they should really open up. So just be looking to try and get a half ball angle on this pink here. Well, in fact, he
47.
flicked the reds. If he'd have come past them and left himself the half ball, putting the cannon up into the gap in those reds would have been lovely, but he's just flicked them. So he may have to play on the red on the top cushion here.
Well, there must be one in the middle there.
$53.
I'm saying that he's now looking quite hard at it. Maybe he hasn't got a good angle to just pot this and get up for the blue. Let's have a look. Yeah, he'll have to force this slightly. And look where the cue ball's gone. He's mishit that completely.
Mark Allen, 53.
Yes, I'm gonna hark back to that shot before. I wouldn't have been playing that cannon into the pack. I would have been leaving the half ball pink and screwing up into that pack and opening them up, but there you go. As I say before, we all see the game differently, but I do think that would have been the easier way to go about it.
Just might play it to land on the red near the cushion. Not bad, not a snooker, but it's as good as. This was the shot John was talking about. Now John said he would have potted that, stunned on the pink, and then played the cannon. Hawk, I'll show you John's shot, and it wouldn't have been a bad idea because those reds were perfectly played, but he took the chance to just develop them, and it didn't quite work out for him.
Yeah, it's just, as you say, you make your own decisions when you're out there, and
Foul.
it's a bit easy in the commentary box, but that's a
Near
mistake.
Robertson.